Turn around, fuck it all the way up. Dust it down, turn around, fuck it all the way up. Bust it down, turn around, look. Let's get it straight, girl, you don't need a nigga for nothing. Looking better every day, you got that Benjamin Button. Claiming he don't got a girl, you know niggas be frontin'. You don't need no bitch coming up to you as a woman. Ayy, and you a boss, so you hate when niggas waste time. You too pretty to be paused on the FaceTime. Damn, I'm just stating the facts. You hate that like you hate when niggas tell you relax.
What the fuck you mean relax?
You want something more than just physical. It been a while since you met someone original. You spend your time drinking wine in your living room. All that good pussy can't find the one to give it to. It's a shame. You see me, see the squad, it's a gang. You see him, it's a bum, it's a lame. But it's a difference between me and what's his name. I swear to God, with the mace, I'ma drink this Henny to the face. Fuck a condom, I'ma bring some rain rap. I can't let no good pussy go to waste. Backing it up. I'm the king of talking shit, then backing it up. Hey, backing it up. Throw that shit over here, girl, that's what it's for. You know how to go and get a bag, don't you? You know how to make a bitch mad, don't you? Make your ex wanna get it back, that's a fact. Say a lot of for the bitches in the back, hey.
I know how to go and get a bag, Zona. I know how to get a bitch mad, Zona. Make my ex wanna get it back, that's a fact. Say a lot of for the bitches in the back, hey. Backing it up. I'm the queen of talking shit, then I'm backing it up, yeah. Backing it up. Throw that money over here, nigga, that's what it's for. Said I was getting some head, getting some head. Ran down on a bitch, she almost pissed on her leg. Bitches think they fucking with me, must be sick in the head. Why don't you chill with the beef and get some chicken instead? Got the ground, shut it down, had it hype up in the six. If she dead, let her lay one, bring more life into this bitch. Yeah, this girl should be a sit, you should call me Cinnamon. Cardi B, bad bitch, those is fucking synonyms. We see who winning, we see who got it. You see I'm still in the bank, making deposits. You see who switched up sides and who was solid. You see who stuck to the code and who forgot it. Talk about it, bitch.
You know how to go and get a bag, don't you? You know how to make a bitch mad, don't you? Make your ex wanna get it back, that's a fact. Say a lot of for the bitches in the back, hey.
I know how to go and get a bag, Zona. I know how to get a bitch mad, Zona. Make my ex wanna get it back, that's a fact. Say a lot of for the bitches in the back, hey.
Backing it up. I'm the king of talking shit, then backing it up. Hey, backing it up. Throw that shit over here, girl, that's what it's for.
Don't let that Mac fly just like my nigga dope.
I'ma let this Mac fly like this one. Hold on. I say I'ma let it. Alright, come on.
I sure do. Oh, that's right.
Got a drop on this flexin' nigga. He from Tennessee. I had a thought she be with this shit. She told me where he be. I say for sure, baby, let me know if you wanna eat. She like, Vaughn, you already know. Just put your girl on fleek. I'm like, cool, I can do that. Boo. What you want? Some shoes? Jimmy Choo with a handbag too. Red up, baby blue. She get the smile. She ain't used to this, cause she ain't used to shit. I'm just laughing. Could've been a pimp the way I move my lips. I be speeding. Could've been a driver the way I push the whip. You a hoe. Could've.
I need y'all to tell my voice. We're gonna be all over the place today.
Face shots to the face,
and
I'm
then
sure
after
you
I get through that, I gotta do this giveaway.
Burn away our carbon.
Let's go. Hi, thanks. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Listen. I gotta get on that. I can't take it? It's so funny. So funny. We're gonna talk about it. Hi, Thursday. It is hilarious. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I didn't understand. I appreciate you. Yeah, the tickets. Yes. Yes. I hope everybody has a good weekend. What's say off? I forgot. I just want to know why American Dummy is so comfortable speaking about other people's children. Does anybody have an answer? I don't give a fuck if it's Kaylee. Why are you up on this app talking about other people's children at all? You shouldn't be speaking about people's children. And then when people say, hey, do you want us to talk about your kids? You take that as a threat? It's a problem. You shouldn't be speaking about anybody's kids. What a feisty. Also, while I'm here, you're mad because you're on the wrong side of it? You're on the wrong side of it. You've been on the wrong side of it. We tried to tell you, right? We tried to tell you you're going to look fucking stupid. You're going to look fucking stupid. And you chose not to believe us. That's not that's not an us problem. That's a you problem. Because now here you are, hi, looking stupid as fuck, right? You can't just, listen, if you are trying to enter this arena, right? Meaning Gabby, the villain lore, okay? If you're coming into it 6 years late, you got to do your research. Otherwise, you wind up looking stupid, okay? If you have a playlist on my channel, you have a playlist for a reason, okay? So I'm going to give you some grace, and I'm going to tell you that you got Kelly Tucker in your fucking comments, and she's a fucking scamming thief, okay? Now, she scammed this community out of thousands of dollars a year ago, all right? I just wanted you to know that. And hopefully you like to learn lessons, because I told you that you were going to look dumb, and here you are looking dumb, all right? There's a reason why people don't hang out over there. You don't notice that? You don't notice that, like, your numbers don't compare to ours. Do you know what? We've been doing this a long time. And if you're gonna fucking try to enter this arena, you better make sure you're doing your research to know who's who you should be around and who you shouldn't be around. Because now here we are with you looking stupid as fuck because you chose to sit with somebody that is a proven known liar. And we tried to tell you. But you thought you knew it all, right? You thought you knew it all. And now here you are. Best advice I could give you, you might as well sit over there with Gabby. Because Kelly stole from these people in this chat. So I'm going to say this, and then I really can't get into it because of other reasons. At least Jessica Shafty doesn't take money from people, okay? But if you're out there screaming, I scam people, and then sitting with people like that, you look ridiculous. You may not realize it, all right? Right. And I know that people do that. Let me back up and get into that real quick, thanks. Hi, Luann. I know that people do that. Hi. And I don't think they mean harm by it, right? But in this case, there's a bunch of shit that goes out there that I didn't say. I don't know if people didn't, hi Cal, if people didn't, what up Dunk, if people didn't hear it correctly, you know what I'm saying? But if you're getting, it is how shit gets started, you're absolutely right. If you're thinking about coming into this situation, you have to do your research, because now you look silly. We told you, listen, don't just make playlists about people because I feel like it. Hi, I appreciate y'all. Sorry, I get distracted. If I make a playlist about you, all right, there is a reason you have that playlist. And I think that most people understand that. What up, Lolo? Right? Most people, I don't just pick names out of a hat. Okay? Mm-hmm. Liar Boss too. You're gonna look dumb there too, but I don't just start attacking people. I don't do that. Alright? There's a bunch of y'all over there making videos about me. I don't even bring you up because you're not worth it. Do you understand that? If I start making videos and addressing you, it's to correct the misinformation that you're putting on the internet, right? Like Beanie Mama, she called me a P3DO, and that's why she got the attention she got. We were never friends. I know that she's out here telling people we were friends. We were never friends. All right? It's embarrassing. Hi, Panta. You guys click up, right? Exactly. Thunk, do you know that we were friends, she tells people? We were never friends. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And now, what y'all are experiencing, okay, is the consequences of you not doing your research. Because had you done your research, you'd have never been around those people to begin with. And I quite literally, I appreciate y'all, I quite literally make it easy for y'all. I reshare the playlist. Y'all are stalking my every fucking move. I reshare the playlist for you to make it easier for you to find it, and you still fail. That's crazy. Hi, Vanta. I know. Hi, Jessica. There were a couple of videos you'll see I favorited things that I want to talk about. I am still super behind in the Gabby stuff. I'm trying to catch up. Also, I have 1 million people hitting me up. I will be in Cape Coral, not in Tallahassee. Hi, oxymoron. I appreciate you, Irish. Okay. There are people that I've spoken to, and we're not just going to go for the protest. We're going to take a little bit of a vacay, you know. So I know that people, 1 million of my I did try to get through some of them last night, so bear with me. All right. Hi. A lot of my notifications are asking if I'm going there or to Cape Coral. I appreciate you, Rose Sophie. I'll be in Cape Coral, but I will be there. All right. So there's that. Hi, Marianne. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Steph. I also heard that there was a live stream discussing my daughter's graduation. Let me clear something up for y'all, okay? Just because you're listening to people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, what up, doesn't mean it's true, all right? I keep telling y'all, I raised my kids. I did, all right? You choosing not to believe me, okay, doesn't mean anything. Do you understand that? Do you understand that more than enough people have seen proof, right? And just because, oh, I'm sorry, Bailey. If there's any way I could help, email me. Also, just so everybody knows, my email is even backed up at this point because I was distracted with real life stuff, right? But it's weird. It's weird, okay? I don't know why y'all think I never, hi, Becca. I never left my kids for a man either. All right? I bet you didn't know that. So y'all are over there talking about things you have no clue about. None. I don't know how many text messages I have to post with my kids where they laugh at y'all. Also, just so everybody understands, okay, I was away for the weekend, all right? After my daughter graduated and I had her dorm room all packed up and everything was in the car, you know, that is when I went to Lori's. My responsibilities were taken care of. Y'all just, and this, like, you're over there and you have no idea what you're talking about. Not a single clue, all right? It's fucking strange, right? Because this is what's gonna happen. I'm eventually gonna get really fucking tired of it, and I'm gonna start doing the same to you. And then what? And then what? I'm just wondering. What happens then? Then y'all are victims, right? Then y'all are victims. It's embarrassing. I appreciate you. All right? Right. Then they cry foul. They always cry foul. They always cry foul once I direct the energy towards them. They always cry foul. It is insane to me. Okay? But just my advice, you know, if you're over there hanging around the likes of Lori Jones and Kelly Tucker, you look dumb even trying to talk about me or claim I did this or that. All right? Because you're hanging around people that actually do that. Your point becomes mute when you do that. Hi, Ketty. Right, and they don't get it, I guess. I don't know. Super weird. Also, Lori, you're welcome. I almost posted your whole phone number, but I don't think I have to do that because I think that most people got the point. Let me say it again. I have never, July is 6 years that I've had these platforms. I have never had to manufacture a fucking thing. If it is something I could not get my hands on, I posted a video, congratulations, and I get my hands on it. Since the beginning of time, when you manufacture stuff, it damages your credibility. I don't have to do stuff like that. All I have to do is ask for it, and I get it. I guess y'all don't understand that. Crazy how that works. I appreciate y'all. I did start organizing. Hi, Hope. I did start organizing for Krusty. We're gonna get there. Hi, Cyrus Dog. Also, before I forget, I need somebody technical and somebody that knows Discord. Por favor. If you could please, hi Vegas Samantha. I appreciate you, Hope. If you could please contact me, so that I can finally, I've been trying to change things up. Feisty, you still here? This you might want to listen to. Hi, Cantina's wifey. I hope y'all are doing well. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I'm going to drop subscriptions on both platforms, and I'm going to make the Discord, put the Discord behind a paywall. All right? And I'm doing that for a couple of reasons. One, I really don't keep up with sub-only content. I appreciate y'all. Okay, hi Donna. And two, it gives a layer of privacy to the people in the Discord server. Do you understand? There's still tiers. I have that side all figured out. I just have to find a way to integrate the paywall into the thing. And that is why I know a bunch of people have hit me up asking me about being a paid sub server. I shut it down so that, because I don't know what I'm doing and I don't want people, like I don't want to mess stuff up, you know. But if you know Discord and WAP specifically, can you please contact me so I can get it done? Hi, Gigi. But the whole server won't be behind a paywall, just the people, like, and I know it's difficult and people don't, like, there are people that talk about their life. Hi, Happy Mike. You know what I'm saying? In these places. And us, the people that run the server, there's a bit of protection that we have to afford them. And I think they're putting it behind a paywall. What up, Sugar Skulls? Is a little bit of a good happy Memorial Day weekend, right? And it's shitty when people take stuff out of there, especially things, the people that are in our servers don't sign up for public lives. Do you understand? I understand that there is a portion of this that I sign up for by doing what I do. I understand that. Where I draw the line is when you start committing crimes. Because those crimes will be reported just as any other crime would be reported. Okay? There is a very big difference. What up, Ray Ray? There is a very big difference between... No. Once I get it done, I will announce it. There's a very big difference between what I do, which is get up on here and tell the truth about people. Okay? I don't defame people. I don't slander people. If I make a mistake, I correct, apologize, and retract always. I appreciate you, Cantina's wifey. Some people don't do that, and that is where the problem begins, and that is why those people will never be considered credible. Retractions and accountability are a very big part of what I do, and that is why people trust me. when I say something. Because if it's something that I do or said that was wrong, I will always correct it. Accurate information on the internet, whatever that looks like. Okay? I'm still super behind in the Gabby stuff. Sorry. I am still like really behind with the Gabby stuff. I am trying, you and me both, what up, just chilling. I am trying my best to keep up. All right? I'm trying my best. Like, I went to a couple of people and just said, just give me the deets. Like, what do I need to know? And that's that. Right, and I do understand to a point. It doesn't necessarily stop leaks. It just gives you some protection. And the people that are in the Discord server will also understand what rooms they could talk freely in and the ones they can't. The truth of it is, some people are going to pay anyway. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. I came across the video and I favorited it. Hold on, let me...
I'm not going to comment.
If you missed it, I got 3 coffees on the way there and 3 coffees on the way back. I did shut comments off on those videos because, I already had all of the winners screenshot and I didn't want to miss somebody, okay? I'm going to do that once I get through this. I haven't put the names into the randomizer yet, but I will do that live so that everybody sees. Right, Cheryl, exactly. Where was I going? I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Hold on. No, favorites. Sorry, I went to my reposts.
OT and speech. OT comes in the morning at 7 a.m. to help Cam get dressed and brush teeth and self-care.
Is there anything that you do as a mother? Is there anything that you do as a mother? And you just say this like, hey, I don't do a fucking thing. I got somebody that comes in here and does it. Do you think that's a flex? Because it's embarrassing. Hi.
Yes, that's happening.
I'm sorry, I'm trying.
OT and speech. OT comes in the morning.
This is wild.
Oh my God.
I appreciate it. Listen, I've come to understand, y'all, this is the best, like, you know, over the course of my 6-year internet career. The people, they don't have self-awareness. That's why they're not embarrassed. Because they don't know that they're the problem. You understand? Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked something, I'm sorry.
Teachers deal with him. If she says to come pick him up, then we'll come pick him up.
Let the teachers deal with him. If they say come pick him up, I'll come pick him up. Girl, you're the parent. You're the parent.
That's what teachers do.
I know. It's so sad. She won't. Yo, for people with normal levels of self-awareness, it takes some drastic consequences in order for them to change. She doesn't fucking get it, y'all. I know.
The teacher is always going to what's going to happen.
Also, just so we know, I was given some documents, if you will, so that they could be attached to a DCF report. Also, I got a response back. Other people also got a response back because they sent me screenshots of their thing. Confirmed by a notice from a doctor, 5 milligrams of melatonin a night.
They say, okay, let me know okay, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for thank you for letting me be aware of that.
Oh yeah, it's on his medical documentation. 5 milligrams of melatonin. It's in his, like, medication history. I think this was before the Klonopin was prescribed.
I think it happened in Dallas. Or they still bring it to my attention. They reach out to me if something else happens.
Why didn't the school contact you, Gabby? Why did they go to Aaron? I know, like, when my, he's on clonidine. Sorry, my bad. I read it wrong. When my kids were little and in school, they always contacted me, not my ex-husband. So they're contacting Aaron.
They gave him a warning. Let him handle it.
Let them.
They are teachers. They can handle it.
They are teachers. They can handle it. You're the parent. You understand that if teachers were parents, they'd be called parents, not teachers? No?
Thanks for letting me know and bringing this to my attention. I'm going to leave that out. The teachers.
You know, Gabby, do you think that they talk about you? Yes, clonidine. Do you think that they talk about you? I'm just wondering, do you think she's talking to Aaron because the school called, I guess, she got in trouble, all right? And she's saying let the teachers handle it. I don't know if you know this, Gabby, so I'm going to tell you, all right? The lessons are supposed to be taught at home. The teachers aren't supposed to raise your children. Hi, Crazy Christy. Do they have, they keep them during the day? It's called school, not home. The lessons that children learn are learned at home. You don't know that?
Oh, you have to pay them.
Right, exactly.
Joe.
And she just goes about her business. She just goes about her business.
There has been proof of a recording of somebody who was a supervisor in the Children Network.
This is a fucking lie. This is a lie. All right? Flat out fucking lie. Hi, federal
Who
victim.
told details of
lie.
what was going on in my home.
Lie.
Everything is confidential.
Yes.
I mean, to the point where when he was, when I was on live stream and I was singing, because I knew that there was nothing wrong.
Bullshit. Bullshit, okay? I don't know how many times I have to say this. I was getting play-by-plays from your fucking mod, okay? So you were telling her she was talking to us on the back end on Instagram and telling us, you're a fucking liar. If you didn't know, then why did Mimi call the caseworker and ask if she could pick him up at school? If you didn't know that, how did Mimi know? Just wondering. You're a liar. Yep.
I remember this day clearly, 11 o'clock.
You fucking should, because your child was taken away from you. It's not something you should fucking forget. Okay? But you're lying. You knew about it.
11 o'clock in the morning. That's when I was singing Wicked, Defying Gravity.
Yeah. Gross. Yep. You're a liar. You knew. Okay? You knew, because that's why I was pissed off. Because I couldn't believe that a mother was aware that her child was being picked up by CPIs and taken to an abuse clinic to be evaluated, and you were live singing Dancing with a Fucking Broom. And it made me sick to my stomach, because I had never seen a mother be so out of fucking touch with what was going on. You proved where your priorities were that day, and it was TikTok Live. We had to worry about whether you were going to be live, and we had to ask people to report you to take it down so that you couldn't fucking exploit this situation. Okay? We were more upset for him than you were. You're a liar. I agree.
And,
Yep.
and,
I'm sorry.
they knew that he was being taken before I did.
False. If we knew, then how did Mimi call the caseworker to ask if she could pick Cameron up from school and was told no, by the way? How did she know that if you didn't know that? How did Mimi know to call the caseworker and ask if she could meet Cam at school? How? How did she know if you didn't know? Good afternoon. You're a liar. You're a liar. But you know it makes you look like fucking shit. So you do this.
I got notified at 5 o'clock.
Bullshit. You are a fucking liar, Gabby. You're a liar. Shelter hearing was held at 1:30. You're a fucking liar. Was it 1:30? Hold on a second. Was it 1:30 or was it 1 o'clock? I'm not sure, so don't quote me, but it was around there. Okay?
They all knew at 12.
Hi, Wendy.
You want to know what's fucked up?
You're a liar.
They know, they, and I had no idea.
You're a fucking liar. You are a liar.
How could I? I got notified.
Because they told you. That's how. I'm sorry, y'all. I know that you're a liar. Because we knew after you knew. You're a liar. Right, exactly. Exactly. Why didn't you go to pick him up from school if you didn't know? Just wondering. Why did Mimi call the caseworker if you didn't know?
5 at night.
She's a liar.
I was told when you're on a safety plan, you have to, if there's any bruises or if there's any, you know, like, even though if it's a minor.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. On your safety plan, it said that kid had to be, like, seen 24 hours a day. He always had to have supervision, all right? So the week before that, when C had a bruise on his chin, I believe, okay? It was on his chin, and they questioned you about that bruise, okay? And you said you didn't know how it got there, right? That was one of the problems you had. Why? Because it might have been the cheek. It was either the cheek or the chin. I'm not sure. But it was a bruise on his face, okay? And because when they questioned you about it, you said you didn't know how he got it. That was the problem. Because you were supposed to be supervising him, 24 hours a day. He was not supposed to be unsupervised. Full stop. So that's a lie.
Happens at school or home, wherever, has to be looked at. Apparently, that's
Correct.
the protocol.
It wasn't protocol, it was on your safety plan. That was a part of your safety plan. Sometimes safety plans could be like individualized, but a lot of times it's the same shit for each person. You know what I'm saying?
So I knew that he was going to go to a facility.
Yes.
Just to kind of get looked at. Not knowing that he was
knew he was being picked up by CPIs and taken to the facility to be questioned and looked over.
going to get taken. And they called me and said, "Hey, Gabby, we're just, we're going to take Cameron, to the doctor, just to see about the bruise."
So
okay, just to see about the bruise, nothing else. So I'm like, okay.
Get down, Dylan.
I find it weird because of the allegations There were nothing.
That's not true either. I appreciate you, Toby. I'm sorry. Villain, no. Get away from him. That's not true either.
There were nothing concerning.
I'm just being honest. I think the last time she told the truth might have been like 3 or 4 years old. Just being real. I know that's right.
And it was just, because like, I'm gonna be honest, the safety plan, it was.
You're gonna be honest. I appreciate you, Grace. You're gonna be honest, and then you proceed to lie. Villain, no. Get away from that. Get away from that. Get away from that. No. No. I'm telling you, y'all, this cat is a fucking gangster. No. I tell her no, and she's like, yeah, whatever, bitch.
Voluntarily, okay? They did it because Tallahassee, it was just out of control. So we had a conversation.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Are you implying that your safety plan was instituted because of the internet? Villain, come here, Billy. She's going around now. Look, Villain, come here. She's trying. I appreciate y'all. Get. Stay with mommy. Right. So you're telling me, hi. Yeah, she does. She ain't fucking around. She does not give a single fuck because she was raised at the whorehouse. No. Okay? This is not factual at all, ma'am.
Department, I mean. And they told me, they said, Gabby. Oh, not that. Before I go into the safety plan.
So you're telling us that your safety plan, hold on a second. Let me back up real quick. All right? You're telling us that your safety plan, I appreciate you, was enforced because of the internet. It didn't have anything to do, villain. It didn't have anything to do with you blatantly ignoring your safety plan. Is that what you're telling me? Hold on, y'all. No, we're not doing this. Get out. Out. Hold on, y'all. You're scaring them half to death. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me. See, this is what happens with CPS, right? CPS will put you on a safety plan. They really give you a chance. She does not listen, okay? They will give you a chance to comply. Are you telling me you were complying with that safety plan? Mm-hmm. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me that you did the things, followed that to the T that said? Is that what you're saying right now? I'm just wondering. It's crazy.
There was this woman on TikTok.
Right, exactly.
Who got involved and knew somebody in the department. Made it very clear that she did some work behind the scenes.
We all did work behind the scenes, bitch. What do you think this is? What do you think we do here? I appreciate you, DB. What do you think we do here? Just wondering. Right, it's never Gabby's fault. Ever. Sorry, I paused it and it didn't.
Okay. I did not know I was going to get a knock at the door with a safety plan. Before I was notified, they were talking about Gabby's going to go on a safety plan. They're going to count her pills. And I had people calling me and saying, Gabby, what's going on? Are you on a...
You were on a safety plan that you were blatantly ignoring before he was removed. Fact. That's a fact. Your pills should be counted because you abused them. It was Kid Rocks posted it a day ago. I
safety plan? Something about counting your pills and doing drug tests?
Yes,
and I'm like,
it.
what?
You need it.
I'm like, not to my knowledge, no.
You are a fucking liar. You're a liar. Because, there she is. If you go back, what up, Crimson? If you go back, all right, that safety plan was instituted. She was blatantly ignoring that safety plan before he was removed. You were blatantly ignoring it, and you were publicly proving that you had no interest in being a mother, only in theory on the internet. The safety plan was enforced after you lost him at that court hearing. You're a liar.
At the time, I had no clue.
Lie.
Next day.
Hi.
Hey, Gabby, can we talk?
Right. Remember?
Sure. Come on in.
She said she wasn't on a safety plan for the longest time. Remember?
I have let CPS in my door for 4 fucking years.
And
4 years. All
guess what, Gabby? When you don't let them in the door, they just come back harder. Do you know that? You are fucking around with an agency that has the potential to rip that kid out of your house, and you don't give a fuck. I'm not saying CPS is perfect. Obviously, we watch them fail all the time. However, most people, when they have CPS involvement, they do whatever the fuck they tell them to because they don't want DCF to enforce the control that they have. Most people don't do this to DCF, Gabby. I appreciate you. Most people just comply because they don't want to lose their children. Not you, though. Not you.
unfounded. Every allegation comes in, they investigate it. Mm-hmm. They did what they did.
Right.
Went to doctor's appointments, interviews, constantly. 4 years.
Okay.
All unfounded.
I don't believe that, by the way.
Voluntarily taking drug test.
Yeah, so?
Voluntarily taking...
Why would you not take the drug test if you don't have anything to hide? Right, exactly. Same with me. Why would you not take the drug test? Do you think that DCF doesn't have that state of mind? Do you think that DCF is like, oh, she's just ignoring it, she's just declining to take a drug test? Thank you, Emmy. So why wouldn't, I don't understand. Do you think that they think that there's, they know there's a reason you're declining it, right? Same. I agree. I have copies of your drug tests, Gabby, because you send everything out to everybody.
Do evil counts. Probably over 60 times, probably more. There has been proof.
Does that, so where's the proof of the recording? Can we have it?
I need to go outside.
Can we have it?
I can't breathe.
I appreciate you. Oh, Krusty.
Okay, so why are you not listening to me?
Right, all she cares about, right, why is the pill count, listen to me, why is the pill count more important than you potentially losing your child? Exactly. Why, like, most mothers would just be like, do what you gotta do. Not you. You need to figure out why. Yeah, it makes me, just my opinion, y'all, I can't take the mouth noises. Drink some fucking water. What up, Blessed? Drink some fucking water, okay? Most people don't, I know, people were saying that. I think I was already alive. I don't know what's going on, so I can't say. But most people would do anything in order to not lose their kid. And you, and I'm just talking about, like, how can I explain this? I'm talking about people that would do it privately, right? Like maybe you have DCF involvement and you're still getting high, right? You're doing it privately, behind closed doors. Not on the internet, where you know damn well you're being reported every time. That's blatant. You're just like, fuck you. And that is not an agency that you should want to fuck off with. If you do, you might want to ask yourself why you're doing that. I agree. I don't disagree. Hi, Janice. I don't disagree. I honestly believe she doesn't want him. And I don't know if she's conscious of that, because y'all, I have watched you drag that kid off the bed by his feet. I have watched you yoke that kid up by his arm multiple times. I have watched you smack him in the face. Okay? I have watched you shared really, really personal and private things about him to everybody. To everybody. There's only one answer for that. Do you know that? Like, most people with common sense and an IQ over 61 understands there's a reason you're doing this. I do think, let me back up a bit. I do think that they are taking this seriously this time. I did hear a clip of her saying she's being investigated for child abuse, and she should be. Because, Gabby, I got news for you. You waiting 4 fucking days to take that baby to a doctor is child abuse. Do you understand that? I just don't understand. Neglect is abuse, yes. Okay? And I don't understand how you're not understanding that. It doesn't make sense in my mind. I appreciate you, Marla, okay? You lied, too, about the doctor and all that's the nurse. That's a lie. Listen to me. No, right, exactly. No nurse is going to tell you at a park with that injury to not get him in to see a doctor. No, it's never going to happen. Because you don't fuck around with that kind of injury. He should have been evaluated that day. And there is absolutely, what up, Squish? There's absolutely no reason that you didn't take him in. Zero. So, Grace, you have to remember that DCF, their goal, and hear me out before, let me say what I'm going to say before y'all jump on me. Their goal is always going to be reunification. You understand? They always want to keep the family unit together, and they will give her every fucking chance. They will give her every chance. Do I agree with it? No, I don't. Do I think that they should force? I also want to talk about that too, so remind me. I don't disagree, y'all. I really don't disagree. But they're gonna let her hit wall after wall after wall before they remove. I'm gonna say this injury, I think it's gonna be a problem because she waited. It is 100% a broken system. And I understand that people feel like he would be better in a structured, loving environment, right? And we may feel that way, okay? But to him, this is all he knows. And that's fucking terrible. That's terrible. She has no interest in being a better mother in real life. Only on the internet. She only wants the internet to think that she's this great special needs mom. It's sad. I get it. All right? And I heard something about that, her say that kids like him had to go into a special home. That's not always true. That's not always true. Aaron is a fucking bitch. He's a bitch. Because him not doing anything is just as complicit. Why didn't you take him to the emergency room? I'm just wondering. Why didn't you say, nope, we got to go get him checked out? Why didn't you do that? You're both just as bad to me. I agree. Listen, I agree. I 100% agree that it's not him. It's his environment. Right. And if it was her, she'd have taken an ambulance. You're right. You're right. No, I don't know what exactly happens. I've had people, one of my mutuals is like a a medical examiner, and she asked some colleagues. They said that what they do know is it wasn't him headbutting another kid. It had to be a fixed object and like blunt trauma. Hi, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying. Oh, right. You call the cops because people are talking about you online, but you let your kid sit with a fucking head injury for 4 fucking days, continue to giving him sedatives, and you don't realize that that's a problem? That's a problem. I agree. I agree. And that's the only, in my mind, that's the only logical answer, is that they just don't care. They don't care. And it's sad because he deserves better. Him reacting and using violence as an answer is what he fucking learned. That is what he's learned in that house. And neither one of you are fucking grown enough to make a fucking move. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all are fucking in this relationship miserable as fuck. And you are creating generational trauma. Generational. I appreciate you, Donna. And then you get mad. You get mad when other people discuss your public antics. You were live how many hours yesterday? I feel like every time I opened YouTube, okay, she was live. All day. All day. It is embarrassing. And I'm sorry, but you can't use "this is my income." You can't use that as an excuse. This is my income. So that means it's okay that you neglect, abuse your child because it's your income? The fuck? Gabby has the playlist on my YouTube channel. It's really difficult to give you like Cliff Notes version, you know what I mean? It does. And she is not aware enough, okay, to understand the consequences of what she's done. You ignored him for 4 years. Did you forget that you just started leaving him off the internet? What? After August? Because it was put in your safety plan. Right? You forget that? So for 4 years, we all watched you ignore that baby for a live stream. We all watched it. I know, y'all. It was ordered. It was not her choice. It was not. What up, Brie? I hope you're doing all right. It was not her choice, okay? Another thing I wanted to, I know that there is some, I know I've said it before, but I'll just say it again. He does have an autism diagnosis. Now, just because I don't agree with telehealth being an accurate way to assess that type of diagnosis doesn't mean he doesn't have it. He does. All right, I agree. I'm not disagreeing, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't have experience with those diagnoses, so I don't know. I mean, I have an idea what goes into those types of diagnoses, but I do think that it's interaction and observation. And I don't think that you can adequately do that via telehealth. But there is 100% an autism diagnosis. And it's not as severe. So Gabby, I agree. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I've seen it on his medical docs. Like by a doctor. Now, I appreciate you, Donna. Let's back up a second because I do want Gabby, how come you never, right? You're all about accountability, right? How come you never admitted that he didn't have an autism diagnosis before March? Just wondering. Did you take accountability for that? Did you say, I got on this here internet? Hold on, y'all. Did you say that you got on this here internet, okay, and lied about him having an autism diagnosis for years, claiming he was moderate to severe on a document that says this is not a diagnosis. Ask me how I know, bitch. Okay, because you send everybody everything and then you cry foul when it gets put out. March as in 3 months ago. Yes. Nonverbal too. So how come you're not getting up on here and saying, I lied for 4 fucking years about my son being nonverbal and being moderate to severely autistic? How come you haven't done that? Because you did lie. You did lie. And I hope that you understand that his diagnosis are a reflection of you. Yes, she did. Stay in your lane. You're not wrong. Level 3 nonverbal. You're right. You're right. So maybe you should deal with that, okay? Because a year ago, when we were saying he's not nonverbal, we hear him talking. I appreciate y'all, thank you. You would fiercely deny it and argue, right? Misbehaving. You ain't wrong. You're not wrong. And just because I don't agree with the fact that I know, listen, I know. I see it. I appreciate you, Sarah. I see it when he is interacting with people like Karen or Danny. I see his behavior is different towards them. I see it. Also, really quickly, I just wanted Danny, do not testify for her. Okay? I want people to understand that I understand having a toxic family member. Okay? And I'm going to tell y'all, toxic is toxic, no matter who it is. And I've cut off family members that are toxic and give me that, you understand? There's nothing wrong with that. What up, Lara? There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't see it, but I did hear parts of Gabby, hi Shay, of Gabby asking her to testify. Exactly, toxic is toxic no matter who it is. And you could love them, but you gotta love them from a distance. Because the truth of it is, she's not gonna change. And I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I believe Danny is capable of change. Gabby is not. I've seen Danny acknowledge something, right? And then try to do better. Okay, and Danny at least holds down a job. Right, exactly. And at some point, you have to know that Gabby is going to use that kid because she knows that that's a soft spot. All right. I appreciate you. She doesn't want she doesn't care what that'll bring to you. And then because she can't acknowledge the fact that you have had enough and you don't want anything to do, bingo, that you don't want anything to do with her antics. I appreciate you, Christy. Just real quick, I heard Danny say she's not going to do it because she thinks she's in the wrong, right? And I'm just going to say that is the best decision that she could make. You have to, I know, yo, I know, it's concerning. Change does take time, and listen, I support changed behavior. I don't know why people act so shocked about that. If there is somebody that is actually trying to be a better human being, I'm not gonna bother. We're not friends, right? I don't go over there and watch her, but I do think that the things that I've heard Mimi say to Danny, I think that that's very, what's the right way to say this? I think that she's probably been hearing those things for a lot of her life, and I think that can have a negative effect on the psyche and the self-esteem and stuff like that, right? It doesn't matter who it is. You're going to have to just cut them off and keep it moving. I think that Gabby only wants, and I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why G is the favorite, because it's plainly obvious that they might be twins, but they're very different. You understand? And I just think that at this point in time, that Danny should not allow Gabby to rope her back into her antics. I think that many of us have had toxic relationships, and no contact is the only way that you're going to be able to heal that. And once you heal that, you're going to be like, why the fuck did I ever accept that? It might take a while. What up, Scroops? It might take a while, and I don't think that it's necessarily easy work, but toxic is toxic. And no matter who it is, they can be toxic. And you're never going to heal in an environment that broke you. You understand? In order for people to heal, they have to get away from those things. Exactly. Yes, okay. Don't send me a DM because they're a fucking mess. Email me. Right, and exactly. Just, you could love somebody from a distance, y'all. But they're just gonna rope you in to their chaos. And if you really want peace, you're never gonna get it involving in chaos. Yeah, I agree. No, Big Banks, I would say more than that. I would say that 98% of the people in her lives are people that hate watch. And why are we still watching her? It blows my mind that her views is still that high. Honestly. Thank you. Well, she should know it. I don't want to, I agree. My kids never slept till noon at that age. Right. I would say it's definitely single digits. And now you're going to start dry begging for an attorney? Gabby, you don't have a case. Do you know that the text messages that you involved as your evidence, you know they have to be authenticated by a witness, right? You can't, that's garbage. Garbage. Just take it and fucking throw it out the window because it's garbage. Do you understand that? And even if you had an attorney, you're never going to get you don't understand how the legal system works. You can't just give them, didn't you learn that with the last attorney you gave 12,000 screenshots to? Right, exactly. It's all garbage. All of it. Because unless you have somebody to authenticate that evidence. Also, thank you for bringing that up. Hey, Lou Jones, you dumb fuck. What is a judge gonna hold bail for? I didn't break any laws, you stupid bitch. Do you understand that even if you filed for a restraining order, you wouldn't get it? Do you understand that? So why would bail be withheld? God, you look stupid. Right. She doesn't understand, and you should think that, you would think that Gabby understands that, because this ain't her first rodeo, y'all. This isn't the first time that she brought somebody into court. She should know better, and she doesn't. She doesn't. So I don't know what the fuck she's doing over there, but I know that I saw parts of the evidence. Never gonna work. It is never gonna work. I know, crazy. How do you not know what a fucking Amber Alert is with kids? Anybody? Chelsea, I think that it's gonna take something really drastic for them to be woken up. Also, Gabby, your last witnesses lied under oath, so it's gonna be really easy to impeach them. Just so you know. It's gonna be very easy to get their testimony to not mean a fucking thing. Yeah. It's crazy. Right. Yeah, an Amber Alert. An Amber Alert. How do you not know what an Amber Alert is with teenage daughters? Can anybody answer me that question? I'm sorry, I'm trying, y'all. Yeah, he did. Right. I know that the sleeping is a thing, y'all. The only thing that I could say is that it's reported. Right. I think that it's gonna, I know, crazy. It's crazy. The amount of times that story has like fucking morphed into something unrecognizable is crazy. She was hinting for lawyer money. I know she wasn't. She's never gonna get it. I don't know, Scribbles. I've been really behind because of my kid's graduation. I know. She's got the law library and ChatGPT. Y'all, hold on a second. Do y'all remember when Gabby's book was released? All right. I've never seen this before. That's why I'm going to tell you. When Gabby's book was released, there was a channel on YouTube that screen recorded it and posted it, right? And I had went and screen recorded it, and it's been sitting on unlisted for a while. Y'all, I went to send it to somebody the other day, all right? And I want you to see what it did. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. All right, hold on, because I gotta, let me just do some editing on my contacts, because when I shared it, hold on, I'm gonna send it to this phone. Hi, why does it say AI? Huh? Why does YouTube, when I share it, let me just block out my contacts. I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna send it to this phone so I could green screen it. It says AI. Hold on. I guess, did you not know that AI could be, it can be detected? What am I looking at? Oh God, hold on, I can't address that when I'm live. Hold on, bear with me a sec, y'all. Let me send it to this phone, because, right, we knew it, but now there's proof, okay? So, I don't remember the name of the account, all right? But it says, hold on, I'll be right back. The name of the account, all right? But it says, hold on, I'll be right back. Why does it do that, Gabby? Do you see at the top? All right, you know when you go to share a video, why does it say AI? Y'all see that, right? I've never seen that before. So YouTube is recognizing the code. What does it mean? Tell me. I've never seen it say AI. I've never seen that happen before. Yeah, right. I've never seen it. So I was like, what the fuck? So when she originally got, when her book was originally released, right? I'm trying to drop this, y'all. I'm sorry. When her book was originally released, there was an account that, no, I reposted it. That's on my channel. That's my channel. So let me explain. When the account posted that live, okay, right? You have an account. I screen recorded it and put it up. Oh, good question, good call. I'm gonna do that right now. I screen recorded it and threw it on unlisted on my channel. I'm gonna do that right now. Hold on, I'm gonna run it through ChatGPT right now. Hold on. So I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen that. That's my channel. Good afternoon. Right. Hold on. I might have to put it unedited through, I might have to put it, do it unedited, because then it just detects the editing. Oh, maybe. I don't know. No. That video that I screenshot is my channel. I screen recorded it and uploaded it to my channel. Hold on. The letters themselves likely stand for artificial intelligence, or they may just simply be the initials assigned automatically by the app if no custom image was set. I'm sorry. It looks like a warning. Hold on, let me do it unedited, because it's flagging me for the editing. Right, that's what I'm saying. YouTube recognized it as AI, not me. Hold on, let me do it unedited. I've never seen that before. And it's my channel, not somebody else's. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on, here it is. No warning since. What does the top of that? Sorry. I can't type today, y'all. Indicating the content was created, imported with an AI-related app or feature, depending on the app that made Gabby's book. And then I can't get any further because it's a screen recording. Hold on, I'm trying. It's a screen recording of a book. No, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll deal with it later. I'm sorry. I can't do two things at once. And I want to get to this giveaway so I could be done and enjoy my weekend. Oh, you know what? Before I do, yes, the school called. Hold on. Really quickly. I don't know. I just want to address really quickly because there's other people in here. I saw a clip. We're going to go back to American Dummy, okay? Why are you so comfortable speaking on other people's kids, American Mama? Because you did it the other day. You came in my live and you said something about why you talking about Cam when you didn't raise your kids, right? And then when I said, hey, you want me to talk about your kids because you're so comfortable talking about mine, you went and made 3 fucking videos that I threatened your kids, which never happens, all right? But then I heard a clip of you also talking about Kaylee's kids. Why do you always talk about people's kids? American Mama. Why do you do that? And then you cry foul when people try to correct you. I know, that's what I'm talking about. So, like, if you don't want people, listen, I'm gonna just, like, it's a real simple fucking, what's the word? It is a real simple theme around here. Don't start none, won't be none. Do you understand that? So, like, if you're out here making videos and talking about people's kids, aren't you gonna be upset if people do it to you, right? But it's okay for you? I'm just wondering. Yeah, she's you know what I'm saying? You came in here talking about my kids, and I say, do you want me to talk about your kids? Because you're awfully comfortable talking about people's kids, and you went and made 3 fucking videos about how I threatened your kids. The fuck? What the actual fuck? Maybe don't do that. If you don't do that to other people, people won't do it to you. Seems simple, right? I don't know why people don't get that. You know what I mean? Like, people just don't get it. They don't get it. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yeah, shock face. Fucking embarrassing. And now you're upset because people, you found out that people were exactly who we said they were? That sucks for you. That really sucks for you. But it sounds like a you problem, I'm just going to be honest. But I would have given her a box, but I wasn't going to expose her to 1,600 people. That's why I didn't give you a box. But I did put the timestamp in my video on YouTube, and I think that you should just go through those playlists, all right? Because now you look stupid because things have a funny way of coming out. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the truth. Oh, she did find out. She did. High allegedly. All right, y'all. I'm going to get to this fucking giveaway. So, square up. Look at that puppy. Look at that puppy. Hold on. I want to see that baby. Oh, my goodness. That baby is so cute. Yes. If you didn't sign it, please go sign it. The puppy. That one. No, ma'am. You cannot. Square up. The puppy that's in the profile picture. They don't do research. They wind up believing people that are lying to them, and then they wind up looking stupid. I don't know why the cops were at Gabby's. Somebody came in and said that they were there. I don't know why. I've been meaning to put that petition in my bio. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But you know what? I'll read off the winners, and then I'll start putting them. It's going to take me a minute. Yeah, somebody came in. It was while I was live. Somebody came and said that the cops were there. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I appreciate you, Molly. Look, all puppies. Yeah, it's always going to be justice for C over here. I appreciate you, Sophie. I know. See, and y'all. Oh, she wouldn't open the door? I don't know what it was, so I really don't want to state what it was. But I would keep the puppy. You know, the outbounds winners, I store them. Yeah, I don't know. All right, we got Colleen with the paw prints in her name. This is the outbound. There's 2 winners. Let me explain this before I'm picking a winner for the the outbounds, and then on the way home. Now, to be fair, I'm just going to tell y'all, my brother and I were kind of laughing at some of the comments. Really? Oh, that was the piggies? I was laughing at some of the comments because I was like, there's no fucking way 3 times. But let me tell you something. There is a stretch from West Virginia until damn near out of Ohio that there is no coffee. No coffee. Okay? So it wasn't by choice. It wasn't by choice. However, I have to abide by the words that I said. Okay? So we got, what did I say? Let me write them down. That way I could just throw them in the randomizer. So I'm going to pick 2 winners. I texted Spanish Dad to ask him what the person that wins has to do, because he's my merch guy. So I'm not exactly sure. Listen, I was like, we were laughing. We were like, 3? Get out of here. Scroll Patrol is 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the winners and put their names into the randomizer and pick 1 for outbound and 1 for inbound. I know. I was shocked too. Trust me. I went many hours without coffee. And that's dangerous for anybody. Okay? Anybody. All right. We got Colleen. Did I just see you in the chat with the paw prints? Then we got Cali Girl. This is outbound. No. Mama Amy on the way back. Mama Kel. Sugar, you said you commented, but I put it in anyway. Eternal. I'm telling you. Eternal Statistic. I'm going through the comments. Doodle Fam. I screenshot the comments. Scroll Patrol. Simply Me with the money sign. And I had TikTok and YouTube comments. Simply Me Lori. Me.Lori. Bear with me, y'all. TT's Binky. This is outbound. Erica with the purple and blue, purple and black hearts. I know. No, we didn't. I actually went around Charlotte. Hold on. Stumpy. Bear with me, y'all. Stanley Tumba Girl. Erica, your name's going in too because you picked 3 on the way out. I really should go live on YouTube. I'll do it in a second. Let me get the names down. Karma is sweet. These are TikTok comments anyway. I got that one twice. Hold on. T, spot on. Sherry. Chica. Yes. Hold on. Because I wouldn't be able to choose. I have to do it that way because that's the most fair way. I'm still Rose Sophie. Alright, these are YouTube, so let me do this. What up, dipshits, Daisy? Hold on, bear with me, because I'm gonna jump on YouTube too, just to get it done at once. But I don't, like, if you're not, oh, no. If you're not, here, like, I'm just gonna be bouncing back and forth. Yes, if you could, so I did a coffee contest, saying to guess how many times we would stop for coffee, and I didn't think that it would be that big, so I decided to break it up. So if you got the right answer on the way out or the right answer on the way in, I'm doing 2 separate giveaways, and because it got so big, I can't choose that way. So I have to, I'm going to put everybody into a randomizer, and I'm going to do it that way. Yeah, don't guess, I'm already done. What is going on here? Hold on, y'all. Bear with me a second. Let me just start my YouTube live and get this up. I have screenshots of all the comments, so just bear with me so I can get this done, and then I'll put them into a randomizer. I stopped 3 times on the way there and 3 times on the way back. Bear with me, y'all. I'm just gonna... Right, both answers were 3. I was disappointed, but it's the truth. Me and my brother were quite literally laughing. We were like, 3 times, ha ha ha, more like 10. Well, if you got both answers on the way there and back, like if somebody guessed, why is my laptop not? Hold on, y'all. If you guessed the right answers both times, I'll just enter you 10. Right, but that's what would have been about normal. That's like, it wasn't, it was due, my Wi-Fi isn't on, that's why. It was due to the fact that we weren't, you know, like there was no coffee. It wasn't because we didn't want more coffee. Hold on. Let me do this. Of course, everything has to be so fucking sloppy. I tried. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Bear with me a second. I can't deal with this right now. Bear with me a second, y'all. Right, he is a big coffee drinker. And you know what's funny is he worked at a coffee shop. And that was the first shop that we went to on the way out. Like when we were leaving North Carolina. And when I tell you that he was like, oh my God, they give you a terrible coffee. We were joking about it. So I had to stop at a Dunkin' before we got on the road. But he worked, at a, what the fuck? He worked at a coffee shop for a long time. Like, that was like his first job when he got to North Carolina. Oh my goodness, y'all. Hold on. My StreamYard didn't get paid, so I'm doing that. Just bear with me a second. 922. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know what's going on here, for real. Coffee all day, every day. I can't do this right now. Bear with me, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, I'm starting it now. Hi, Pantera. We're just going over the winners of the coffee game, so I'm really not going to be doing much. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm live now. But I have these, so I screenshot. Maybe I should turn the camera on so that people understand that I'm live on both. I screenshot all the winners, right? And I'm gonna, the ones that I just named, those were TikTok, right? So I'm gonna start YouTube as soon as people start coming in here. That's me. Oh, I don't drink anything except coffee. What's up, y'all? All right, y'all. I'm live on both because I just wanted to get the giveaway done. So bear with me. Ryan, you're in here. JC's over here. So as long as I have a mod on both, we're good. I screenshot all the comments. All right. I already went through the answers on the TikTok outbounds. So I'm going to go through the YouTube outbound now. The names that guessed, hi. I hope everybody has a good weekend. The names that, yeah, please. The names that picked the right guess, I'm putting into a randomizer because there were too many comments. So in order for me to be fair, I have to put them into a randomizer. All right. I got all the TikTok outbound. So if you hear me call your name, that means your name is going into the randomizer. Okay. All right, TikTok, bear with me. Ange Capper or Caper. If I butcher your names, I apologize. Okay. Nelly and Benson. Andy Vibes. Hi. Jilly Philly. These are YouTube names, y'all. I hope you have a good weekend too. I appreciate y'all. Mama of 3 Cuties. Oh, I'm sorry. 3TZ. Miss Evie. I'm just writing them down because it's easier for me to get the names. Wendy Lou. Oh, man. The @ is me-YQ2QO. I'll go click on it and get the actual name. Stacy Bean. Yes, good luck. I'm struggling, but I'm getting it done. Michelle Jones. I'm sorry, I'm ignoring y'all because I did y'all already. Hold on. Sleeping Lisa. Hi. CCC3640. California Mom. I know. I'm sorry. It's just easier for me to. California Mom of 4 boys, 1 girl. Karma Queen 25. Desiree 1972. Bonds Jack. Ashley Peterson. I'm sorry, y'all. Ryan, you were close. Chaos Coordinator. Hi, Jeff. Right. Also, like, I had plans to stop and meet other people. I was just so tired. Jessie Bella. Rocky Toppin, excuse me. Cat. Yes, I'm sorry. I can't keep up on both. I'm just writing the names down so I could throw them in the randomizer. Just bear with me a second. Leslie Marie. This is outbound, just so everybody knows. Mary Lou Cove. Patsy 925. Sonia C74. Lucy La Riviere. Ziggy Star. I'm sorry, I'm writing them down because that's easier to put them into the randomizer. Bang Your Head. R. Hanson, 61. Sunnyside, 55. What up, Eldon? Bo Ellington. When I saw the amount of comments, I couldn't choose, right? Like, I feel like that's unfair. I really want to give everybody the same chance because they all guessed right, you know? Crazy Cat's House. Arm It Up. You're good, Leanne. I'm doing the best I can. Luann Brown. Vest Lady. Libra Lori. Hi, Callie girl. I'm sorry, I have both on. So, I'm like all over the place. Libra Lori. I Am Negan. I know. DZ. Mom of two boys, excuse me. 2 M's on that. Sheila. I don't even need hot dogs. I told Sheila that. 1434. Morticia Adams. This is Outbounds. Hi. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't change the banner because I didn't think I would be that long. Amber Lynette. Billy, leave those guinea pigs alone. All right, that was Outbounds. All right. Let me do the inbounds ones the way home. Ugh. I have them in a different file. Hi! I just started, y'all. Villain, get away from them. Hold on, y'all. Get away from them. Get away from them. This cat, y'all. I'm telling you. And then when she gets caught near them, she goes and scratches her scratch post. Okay? Crazy cat. Hold on. That was Outbounds. I have them in different files. Coffee Game Home. Okay. I'm going to start with TikTok. Canine Handler Chrissy. Becky. Caitlin with the dinosaurs. It's Just Me and Duck. Okay. Have a great day, 270. Also, if you got the right answer on both the Outbounds and on the way home, I'm going to empty you twice. I'm not going to remove you because you really did get the answer twice. Hold on. Have a great day, 270. Yeah. Sure she is. Sherry, too many damn times. I wish, Rhonda. Tennessee Lady. Alright, that was TikTok. Now we got YouTube. 9 and 14. I wish. It wasn't my fault, to be honest. Miss Beth, 420. Hi. Hold on, y'all. I'm doing the best I can here. Just Triva. This is YouTube, everybody. The names that I'm calling out. Laura M. 2165. Hi, everybody. Amanda Lake Girl. Yeah, she's really something, this cat, boy. Patsy 925. Hold on, y'all. Lucy La Riviere. Hi. 5. Miss Bella Zoe. Luann. TLEZ-Z3T. Jeannie Gooch, 1481. Diamond Eyes. Yeah. Listen. That one's a fucking psycho. I don't even know how she's still lying about the number. Kel 71017. I almost posted it. She's lucky. I was gonna post it just the way it was. Libra Lori. So bad. Oh, I got this one already. Hold on. Yeah. I must have screenshot it twice. Hold please, I already did it. I'm going through the names. Alright, so just so we're all clear, I'm going to do the outbound, both TikTok and YouTube comments that guessed correctly. I'm going to put them all and pull one, and then I'm going to do a different one on the way back. But both TikTok and YouTube, yeah, she's still lying about the number being wrong. Don't ask. I won't be able to see the YouTube chat while I put them in. Maybe I should just share it. Hold on. Let me screen share. Villain, leave them alone. This cat is relentless, y'all. Alright. Hold on a sec. Alright. Yeah, imagine. She lies. Imagine that. Alright. Colleen. Bear with me a second. Cali girl. Oh, damn it. Eternal statistic. Bear with me if you're on YouTube, or well, really, I can't see any chat, so. Scroll control. Villain. Get away from them. Stop it. Go. Quit it. Now they're going to be yelling at me. They yell now for treats every time I move. Simply me. Bear with me, y'all. Erica, you were here, right? I'm just putting Erica in because I don't think there's another one. But the one that I'm talking about is, I'm just going to put it here. Purple and black hearts. Bear with me, y'all. Stanley Tumagirl. Villain. Get away from them. Get away from them. Karma is sweet. Also, if I butcher your name, I'm just because I'm reading it the way it's said. Chica, Sugar, Boom, Rose Sophie. Oh. If I could type today, it would be great, but here we are. Andy vibes. If I could type, y'all. You know what it is? When I don't type on like my home laptop for a few days, I lose my bearings. No. Wendy Lou. This ad, I'm gonna have to look and see the exact thing, because this is all that's there, and I'm just writing it as it's there. You know what I mean? All right, I got this. Stacey Bean, Michelle. CIC 3640. I'm not going to be able to, I'm doing the best I can. This is not as easy as I always get myself into these situations where like, I'm going to do this, and then I don't think it through, and then I'm like, well, shit. I got to figure it out, because once I say it, I have to follow through with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't, and I do this to myself every time. Hold on, let me make sure this is right. Yeah, Villain has been, it's so crazy how she does that. Like when I yell at her for being near the guinea pigs, she turns around and goes to her scratch post. It's almost like she's like, I ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? I'm like, this cat, she's crazy. And like the poor guinea pigs are probably petrified. But Finn, like, I was surprised actually that Coco went so close to Finn. But I guess they're getting bigger now, you know? So they're like, I know I was talking, I think it was Kendall in the comments. Guinea pigs, when they want to bite to harm, they can cause some serious damage. But like mine, none of mine ever really bit, you know, to like cause some issues. G-Cell, I saw a clip of Victoria, and girl does not look anywhere near clean. But Ziggy Star, Bang Your Head. This is still outbound, by the way. I haven't even gotten to you know what, there's been other people that asked me about guinea pig toys. I've been thinking about putting it in like a doc and putting it in my link tree, because there are a lot of toys out there that are unsafe for them, honestly. So you have to make sure that it's, you know, Ryan has guinea pigs, she can help. Hold on, y'all, almost done. Jesus, come on, Margaret. You know, Ryan has guinea pigs. She can help. Luann. Luann got both right. You were Lori. Oh, you know what? I should stop my screen recording of my TikTok live since I'm over here. Sorry, y'all. I saw this going much differently in my head. As per usual. What the fuck is this? Oh, Sheila. Morticia. Yeah, I almost posted Lori's whole number, but you'll see, I did it at the very last minute. I was like, I'm not going to do that. But the amount of messages I have from people saying, I talked to her on that number. Yeah, imagine that. And yet you still lie. It could never be me. I appreciate you for being a member. All right. Let me end my screen recording before I do this, because if I'm going to be on YouTube, I really don't need a screen recording. Bear with me, y'all. All right. So this is Outbound, okay? If you want to go over to YouTube just to see it, or if you're good. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could do this. Bear with me, y'all. How do I flip it? Okay, here we go. All right, I could just do it this way. Okay. So, as you can see, these are all the names. These are Outbounds. These are the people that picked the right answer, which was 3, on the way out, when I was on the way to Indiana, okay? I'm going to shuffle them. And I'm going to click it to spin it, all right? Good luck to everybody. If you win, I need you to contact me. Let me see if Spanish Dad answered me. That way I know what you guys have to do. All right? But if you win, email me, queenofbeingbands3.0@gmail.com, and I will tell you what you need to do. All right? All right, so Outbound, you see, T-Spawn, I need to take a picture of this so that I remember. And then I got to go back. I have to go back and do it again for the inbounds. Yeah, we're having loads of fun, aren't we, y'all? Fucking get myself in these messes all the time. So congratulations. If you're watching this on a replay, sorry, y'all, contact me and I will figure out how to get it done. I did try to tag him, but he didn't answer me. And now I need a new one. Bear with me, y'all. This is now going to be the way home, all right? And I'm starting with the TikTok names. The people that entered on TikTok, that was, this is TikTok. I turned the comments off so that, you know, nobody else could, like, comment, because then I'd feel bad. But I took screenshots of them. Oh. I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Is Tennessee 1N or 2N? I'm just going to do this. I know who it is. Alright. Now we're going to get to the YouTube names. Was Ms. Beth 420, Just Treva, Laura M 2165, Amanda Late Girl. Now Villain's deciding to eat, so you'll probably hear her snacking. Patsy 925, yeah. Some of y'all guessed correctly. You guessed 3 on the way out and the way in. So I'm still going to add you into both, because I think it's unfair to just, you guessed right, so I can't, you know. Bella Zoe, Luann. Oh, I can't type, y'all. TLE Z3T. Jeannie. Diamond Eyes. Oh, no. Libra Lori. Why is it so... I guess nobody really guessed 3 on the way back. Alright, y'all. Hold on. Now if I can remember how to do this. Alright, so these are the inbound ones. What a difference. I wonder why. Yeah, I try to do fun stuff, y'all, because this shit is so fucking draining. You know what I mean? So it's good to break it up with, like, you know, just not shit fucking drama constantly. Good luck. Oh, and it's me, Duck. She was a TikTok winner. So congratulations. Let me take a picture so that I got it. And I will just please contact me if you want. Please contact me so that I can get you in touch with Spanish Dad. I don't think she's here. I don't think I saw her today on TikTok, but I appreciate y'all, and I always try to look for fun things to do, right? Because I personally can't fucking take it. What up, Dave? I appreciate you. I did message Spanish Dad and told him I was doing this. I probably should have cleared it with him first, but I did not. And he's probably like, fucking Margaret. All right, so I hope everybody has a good weekend. All right, I will have the TikTok live up as soon as I chop it up. I know, Melissa, but we did, to be fair. Remember, I drove 2 hours out of my way to fucking Lori's house. I did take a scenic route. That bitch just wouldn't come outside. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Once I finish, I will get this TikTok live up for y'all. I just have to cut the music and stuff out. Yes, have a good weekend, and I will see all of y'all soon. Okay? I appreciate y'all.